Hi.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
So I'm Rachel. I'll be your audiologist today.
Hi, I'm Felicity.
Nice to meet you. So what brings you in?
So pretty much my family was saying that they think I've got hearing issues, but I don't really feel like there's anything wrong.
Okay.
But they were kind of pestering me to get my hearing checked, so I thought, let's just do it so they'll get off my back. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Okay. So how do you think your hearing is?
I think it's perfectly fine, but they think I have trouble hearing them sometimes, and they're always repeating, and so they said, you need to do something about it.
Fair enough. And are there any situations in particular that you find you struggle with hearing, or your family finds you struggle?
So they say that that I'm always asking them to repeat themselves when we're out to dinner, or like if they're talking to me from another room. But I mean, the restaurant we go to usually is pretty busy and it's noisy, and I mean, if they're in another room, I don't really expect to hear them very clearly. The house is pretty big, so I don't really think there's anything wrong.
Okay, no, that's totally fair. So I think the best way to go about this now is we'll get into the testing. So we'll do some hearing tests, and then we'll come back and I'll explain the results to you, and then we can go from there as to where you want to go in the appointment from there. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so it's good that your family actually encouraged you to come in, because today you did find hearing loss. How do you feel about that?
Okay, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
But I mean, what can you do about it?
Yeah, I imagine it's a bit of shock.
Yeah.
A bit much to take in.
Yeah, I really didn't expect it.
Okay. Wow, okay. So where do you want to go from here is to...
I mean, how bad is it?
So it's what we would call a moderate loss. So that means in the situations that you've explained, so when the TV's on, or when you're out to the busy restaurant and it's noisy and such, I mean those really high volume environments, I'd expect you to struggle to hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were right.
Yeah, unfortunately they were.
So
But it's good that we've found it.
what options, what can I do from here? What options do I have?
Okay, so there are several options, but with the type of hearing loss you have, it does make you a really great candidate for hearing aids or some form of amplification system. Is that something you've thought about or that you're interested in, or?
I haven't thought about it. I'm open to looking into it, but I honestly don't know much about them, and I kind of just thought old people have hearing aids, so I don't really know much about it.
Yeah, it's a really common thought to think that only old people get them, but there's heaps of people out there that do have them, and there's so much technology out there and it's constantly advancing that there are some hearing aids out there that would do really well for you. So at this stage, I'd like to go through a couple of questions just to see where you're at and what you want to get out of this appointment and what you want to do about the hearing loss. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you're comfortable?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you completely don't agree, you don't believe in it, and 10 being that you completely agree with it, yes, you want to do it. How do you feel about using a hearing aid or a microphone to help your hearing?
Maybe like 4 or 5. I don't really want to use one if I don't have to.
So you're sitting on the fence a bit?
Yeah, but I mean, like, if it would benefit me, then that's a good thing.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you're a bit iffy, need a bit more time, sort of thing. So why would you say a 4 or a 5 and not a 2?
Well, I guess obviously need something to help me because I've got hearing loss, like you just said. But I don't want them, so I can see the benefit in it. But if I could avoid it, I would.
Yeah. Is that sort of the not wanting the association between elderly and the hearing aids sort of coming into it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really associate hearing aids with people my age, I think.
Okay. So another question, on a scale of 1 to 10, so same scale, how important is the appearance of your aid?
I'd say probably like a 9 or a 10. Like it'd be important.
Yeah. So why a 9 or a 10 and not something less?
So I guess if you could get something that you couldn't see, like people wouldn't judge you as much. So maybe if I don't want something big and bulky, and easily be able to see it.
Yeah, so that judgment's really big.
Yeah.
Alright, totally understandable and very common. Like most people's first thought is that a hearing aid is for the elderly and that's this big bulky thing. But there is advancing technology and that's something that we can discuss later on. At this stage, it is a really daunting concept for you and I'm wondering if you're ready to have a hearing aid.
I don't think right at the moment I really need it. Because I feel like I go fine. But maybe if it got worse later on, I could look at it. But I think I'm really fine at the moment. Like I'm still managing fine. So, like I said, I didn't even think there was anything wrong.
Yeah.
So I think I'm fine at the moment.
Totally understandable. What I do want to suggest though, and I think it might be important, is to go through some communication strategies to help you in those situations where you did struggle. Is that something you'd be comfortable with?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're out to dinner with your family, whereabouts would you sit?
So we normally reserve a table, our favourite table, just near the entrance of the kitchen.
Okay, and is it quite noisy there?
Yeah, there's music playing in the background, and it's kind of noisy because it's busy most of the time.
Okay, so that's something that we can potentially adjust because it's not really going to help you with your hearing loss. It's going to make you not be able to hear, basically. So what we could look at doing is getting a table away from the entrance in the kitchen and somewhere away from some open windows because that's going to be where the sound will escape. So even with your back facing the wall, is that something you could do?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Additionally, when you're one-on-one with the person or even in a group, taking that face-to-face interaction and really looking at them, making sure that they're looking at you when they're talking and you have those visual cues of their lips and such. You might not think you're doing it, but unconsciously everyone does it and it helps us to understand what people are saying.
Yeah.
And it also helps with the intensity of the sound getting across to you, so you're going to hear it better.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And the last one is if you don't understand what the person is saying, actually asking them to repeat themselves. It sounds silly, but I think a lot of us actually just laugh it off and go, oh, yeah, I got that, instead of asking them to repeat themselves. And I just think that will really help you be more of an active participant.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like something I can do.
Yeah. Perfect. That sounds really good. At this stage, I think you're a bit overwhelmed with the information you've received. Would you feel comfortable maybe going away for a while, going home and taking time to digest that information?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah, I didn't really expect I'd have a hearing loss.
Yeah, so I think for now what we'll do is try and use those communication skills in your day-to-day life and rebook with us in maybe like 3 to 6 months, or if any changes happen in your hearing, or you're ready to move forward and discuss other options. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds really good. That's been really informative.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for your